Welcome to another episode of The Latest with Maya. Today, I am so happy to have a conversation with actor Marque Richardson. You've seen Marque in the shows True Blood, The Newsroom, Dear White People, and Tell Me Your Secrets, among others. Most recently, you can see Marquis as Mal in the wonderful Hulu series Unprisoned. Thank you so much for being on my show. I'm so excited to be talking with you.
Thank you, Maya, for having me. I'm very excited to be talking about you. I appreciate you. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. Let's get started. So, who has had the biggest impact on you professionally?
Mm. Who has had the biggest impact on me professionally? Um, hmm. I'm gonna have to say myself.
I
uh,
love that.
yeah, and I don't say myself in like an
Yeah,
egotistical kind of way. But myself in the sense that like I'm the one who has decided to continue to keep doing this.
yeah,
Um, like I started when I was 4, and my parents introduced me to acting. And so, it started as a child, and then as the years went on, there were like these little nuggets that just kept showing up in my life that was like, oh, maybe I can keep doing this. Maybe I should keep going. And so there's been many external people that have had influences on my life and that have gave me support and confidence to keep going. And I thank them all. And I appreciate them all, and I'm grateful for all of them. But I'll say myself.
yeah. Oh, I love that. Yeah. So who has had the biggest impact on you personally?
Biggest impact on me personally. Um, I'm gonna have to lump them all in together, but my family for sure. My family, my parents, my wife, my brother, my even my friends, but like my core
Yeah,
family, like my environment has played a huge part in just molding me into
yeah,
who I am today.
yeah. Oh, that's amazing. Yeah. So if you had a warning label, what would yours say?
My warning label: uh, don't play with me.
I like that one.
Play with yourself. Don't play with me.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like to play with me. Yeah.
Yeah. I like that one.
Yeah, yeah. I like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. What genre of movie would your life story be told as?
A psychological thriller.
I like that. Those are some of my favorite movies.
It cut out. You said something about your
Oh,
favorite movie.
yeah, I said I like that. Psychological thrillers are some of my favorite movies.
Same. Yeah, a psychological thriller, a dark satire.
I like that. I'd
Yeah,
watch that.
I'm working on it. I'm working on
Yeah. Yeah. What is your favorite psychological thriller?
it. I love so many. I like American Psycho. That's a that's a fan favorite of mine. Um, I don't know if this is considered psychological thriller, but one of my favorite movies is Misery. I love Fight Club. I love this. Whatever Happened to Baby Jane. That's another favorite.
Yeah.
Um, it's a little twisted up in here.
Yeah. Yeah. I love that. Yeah, I've never seen American Psycho. I felt like such an idiot the other day because I realized I was talking with a friend who he had seen because I recently found out that they made that show into a Broadway musical. And
Mm.
I've been listening to the soundtrack and
Oh,
it's
wow.
really good.
Yeah.
And I didn't realize, I always I mixed up, because I mixed up Psycho and American Psycho because I've never seen either of them.
Oh,
So
wow.
I was like, the plot of American Psycho, I thought was Psycho. So
It's, it's fair. It's fair.
yeah.
I love Psycho too. I love that. I love Birds,
Mm.
Hitchcock, you know, um, all
Yeah.
all those films. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to
Oh,
check the
cool.
soundtrack. I didn't know they turned it into a Broadway
Yeah.
uh, musical either. So
Yeah. Yeah,
that's
I
cool.
just found that. I found that out and it's so good. It's Duncan Sheik did the music for it and I
Wow.
love him. So
Yeah, yeah. Want to check it out.
yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. And then my friend was laughing at me because he was saying, "Did you think the Hitchcock movie was like Christian Bale?" And I was like, "I did not think Christian Bale was in Psycho. I knew he wasn't. I didn't know that he was in American Psycho because I didn't know it was like, I don't know, two
Yeah,
different things."
yeah. I'd like to see that. I'd like to see Christian
Yeah.
uh,
Yeah.
moments.
Yeah. So I was like, it's not that I thought he was in the Hitchcock movie, but
I would love to see that. I love that idea, actually.
yeah. 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 Yeah, he watches a lot of horror movies and I don't watch any, so
Smart.
thank you. I will stick with psychological thrillers.
Can't go wrong.
Yeah. Um, so, what has been the biggest obstacle you've overcome?
So many. Um, the biggest obstacle that I have overcome. Which one? Which one? Which one do I choose? Which one do I choose? Which one do I choose? Let's go with in 2011. I uh, in 2011, right actually before I started working on True Blood, I ended up like it was the summer 2011. I lost my great grandmother. I had moved in with a friend to live on her couch and the floor. Um, I had no money. I got my car repoed, and I was at a point in life where I was like, okay. I thought I lost everything that I thought I needed, and then realized that I had everything that I needed, which was my health, which was my family, which was my drive and commitment to just showing up to my life and every day and still pursuing this business. And that was the point where like I started to trust the process more and the alchemism of life and the little nuggets and connecting the dots and knowing that like, oh, okay, I'll be okay. So that was the beginning of me realizing that like there's more to this life than what we see and hear and taste and smell. Like there's beyond these senses. So um, Yeah, I don't know if that was clear, but yeah,
Yeah.
I lost everything that I thought I needed. You know,
Yeah.
um,
Yeah.
realized I had everything that I needed, which was in here.
Yeah. Um, so, what small things bring you joy on a daily basis?
Mm. Breath,
Yeah.
air, good air, clean air. Um, in recent years, developed a love for the color green, specifically green in nature, and specific green on like plants and trees and whatnot. And it's like, oh wow, it's infinite. I love water, drinking water, eating, um, laughing, looking at the clouds, looking at the sky, um, and a good meal, a really good meal. Mm-hmm. It doesn't have to be fancy.
Yeah.
Rich.
Yeah. I love that.
Mm.
Yeah. I love those. I love yeah, finding just the small things every day.
Every day. Yeah.
Yeah.
Grateful.
Um yeah, so what is your favorite way to procrastinate?
All the ways. Probably busy work.
Mm.
You know, like it's not like I enjoy being busy, but I notice that I do a lot of busy work when I could be writing or shooting something or creating something. I'll just do all this stuff around the house or outside the house. I mean, there are things that like need to get done, um, but it's my most common way to procrastinate. But my favorite, probably like watching TV,
Mm. Yeah.
watching the show Industry on HBO Max.
Mm.
It's one of my favorite.
Yeah. Oh, cool. I love that. Yeah. Yeah. Uh yeah, that actually ties into my next question. So I am pop culture obsessed and I go in stages of shows that I cannot stop watching.
Yeah,
Is there a show that you are currently obsessed with?
Industry,
Mm. Yeah.
industry. Like I have to, and I want to take it slow. Like, and if I have to have. There's like certain shows that I have to have the captions on, so
Mm. Yeah.
I digest every little piece,
Yeah.
that's happening. That's one of those shows.
Yeah.
Uh, House of Dragons, of course, but I finished that when everybody else finished it. But Barbecue Brawl, huge fan of Barbecue Brawl on Max. All the cooking shows, I like those. Any show on OWN, it's a specific, when I'm watching it, it's like makes me feel at peace, whatever it is, even if it's trash TV. It's very zen. It's like a zen
Yeah.
zone, but industry and barbecue brawl.
Oh, I love that. Yeah. Um, yeah, I remember seeing a whole bunch of commercials for industry and I always wanted to try it. So I
Yeah.
think I'm gonna have to go and watch it.
What kind of shows do you like?
I
Or
like kind of a mixture of like I'll pretty much try anything. I like but I like comedies and some dramas.
yeah,
Um and yeah.
yeah, yeah. You
Yeah,
have
oh, well, right now I'm currently watching the show Fellow Travelers.
ah,
Um
mhm.
yeah, that's been but first it was Unprisoned and then Fellow Travelers. Um
Well, thank you.
and so yeah.
Shout out to
Yeah.
fellow travel prison.
Yes.
And thank you for watching.
Yeah. Of course, yeah. I love Unprisoned. It's such a good show.
Thank thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah. Yeah. Um yeah, I also there's also always these shows that I just have are like my go-to for just when I need something on in the background
Mm-hmm.
that I can sit and watch it or have it on in the background.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Same.
Yeah.
Same, same.
Yeah, the big one for me has been or always has been White Collar and Will and Grace. Those are like the two.
A throwback.
Sorry, what?
I said a throwback.
Yes.
Yeah. Mm, throwback. That's
Yeah.
good. Mine are like Martin or, you know,
Yeah.
Living Single, Different World, Golden Girls, you know,
Yeah.
stuff like that. Unsolved mysteries.
Yeah. I love that.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. So what is something that people are always surprised to learn about you?
Um, that's something people are always surprised to learn about me. Two things. I feel like that I that the my my anger is not far
Mm.
from the surface. Um, they always think I'm playing until I'm not. It seems
Mm. Yeah.
till you have to, till I have to set a boundary. It's like, what happened? Where'd that come from?
Yeah.
And maybe that tap dance,
Oh, wow.
tap dancing,
Yeah.
uh, which is crazy because I actually was inspired to learn how to tap dance because I saw people river dancing, and I was like, well, I'm not going to learn how to river dance, but
Yeah.
I do want to make
Yeah.
feet. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Wow. Yeah. So is there someone who without fail always makes you laugh?
Yes, absolutely. My friend, one of my best friends, Duran, who we worked together on Dear White People. Yeah, he played Lionel on the show.
Yeah.
He's a fool. He's fool. Hilarious. Yeah, he's good.
I love that. Yeah. So do you have any irrational fears?
Irrational fears?
Yes.
Tons. I
Yeah.
do. Tons. Would you like to know one?
Yes, please.
One of them is that, in my bones, I know this is not true. That's why it's irrational to me. And the irrational fear is, that I'm not good enough in whatever. It could be as a writer, as an actor, as just self doubt. Any self doubt, um, I look at it as an irrational fear. But I'm also a human, and
Yeah.
so they show up and I allow them to show up. But when I realize that it's happening, I have the better capabilities nowadays to be like, you know what?
Yeah.
Shut up, sit it down, sit it down.
Yeah.
You get back.
Yeah. Yeah.
You get back. So
Yeah. Yeah, I have just like so many irrational fears that my mom and my sister always have to remind me it's irrational. And yeah.
It's fair. I'm glad you have your mom and your sister to remind you.
Thank you.
You know,
Yeah.
Earth is a crazy place.
Yeah. Yeah. So what is the best song to describe your life right now?
Mm, right now, right now, what's the best song? The best song to describe my life right now. I like that. That's made me think.
You. Yeah.
Best song. I love music too. What's the best? I'm gonna go with I'm gonna go with James Brown. Papa don't take no mess.
I like that.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with that.
I like that. That's a good one.
Yeah, it makes me laugh. Makes me feel
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
How about you? Do you have one?
Um, I I don't know. Actually,
Yes.
there's so many songs I love. I think one of my go-tos is actually I have a couple, but I think the one I was just listening to this morning is there's a song by Bryan Adams called Sometimes You Lose Before You Win.
Mm,
I love that song. So
mhm.
I feel like because I just listened to that, I right now I'd say that song.
That's that's a good one. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah. I just have one final question for you.
Okay.
I love inspiring and motivational quotes, and this week the one that spoke to me is there are people that will never support you because it's you. Then there are people that will always support you because it's you. You just have to find your people.
Mhm.
Is there a quotation that has inspired you lately?
I, that one you just said. I love that. Yeah, I love that one.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's a good one. That ties into, more so when I was younger, but I mean, it still pops up today too,
Yeah.
in terms of like irrational fear, and thinking that I'm not good enough, the irrational fear, and, for support from people, even asking for help and those things. But yeah, so I love that quote. Thank you for that. Let's see, what one?
Yeah.
I have so many written. I have on my desk here. I have many things written down. Um, which one am I gonna take today? Oh, so many. I'm just gonna go with the one that was in my head from earlier on in our conversation. No mud, no lotus. No mud, no lotus. I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory, I think, but without mud and dirt, there's no life and beauty and flower. It takes a little seasoning. It takes a little grit, you know,
Yeah.
to to live beautifully. It's all good. It's
Yeah.
all yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I love that one.
Thank you.
Yeah. I love that. Um, well, that was my final question for you.
Oh my God, went too quick.
I know, I would just love to keep talking to you.
Let's keep talking.
You're awesome. I've just had the best time. So,
You are too. I appreciate you. And
Thank you.
thank you for having me, and thank you for your work, and thank you for your show, and thank you for your gift and your life, and thank you for just being here and doing this and having me on. I appreciate this.
Thank you so much. Yeah, I so appreciate your taking the time. And I hope you have a great rest of your day.
Oh, thank you. You too. I hope
Thank
you.
you.
Yeah. Let's just do it. Let's go outside.
Yeah.
Inside. Yeah.
Yeah. Um, yeah, and I would love to talk to you again sometime. If
Absolutely.
you ever want to come back on.
Please, please, would love to. Absolutely. Anytime. Anytime.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um, and that's a wrap on today's edition of the latest with Maya.